I think we probably gave maybe 20 runs extra with the ball as well. We let Phil get away from us. We probably should have bowled a bit tighter to him in that last 10 overs, but he batted really well. He handled the situation much better. But for us, probably that middle overs from 15 to the 35th, where I think 20 overs we scored about 55, 60 runs, lost 3, 4 wickets. So that was a killer for us. I think that's where the the, the momentum shifted, and we probably got into a deeper hole. And Angelo and Jeevan, put up a decent fight at the end, but it was too much for them to do. So if we had handled that middle period a bit better, I think 4 or 5 runs and over on this wicket would have been much easier.
Is it a sense of series has got away from you, having played so much good cricket in the first 4 matches?
Yeah, I think it's tough to get over something like this, but I think we, like you said, we played some good cricket, so we can take something very positive from the entire series, and we control a lot of things much better. But Sydney was a bit disappointing, but even here today was a bit disappointing, because I think if you're chasing to anything under 250, it's very much gettable with the new field restrictions and all that, and especially we got a good start, and you just had to bat through. So yeah, I mean, disappointed that we couldn't clinically finish the game off today and get the series, but we've done a lot of good things, so guys can be very proud.
And for you personally, last match as captain?
Yeah, I think it was fun the last 12 months. Obviously, there were a few challenges, and I've enjoyed that. We needed to bring in few youngsters into the setup, and a lot of them have improved, and hopefully we can learn from that and just move on. And I'm quite happy. I'm very thankful to the boys and to the management. They've worked really hard with me in the last 12 months in certain things that we wanted to get into the team, and I guess we're heading in the right direction.
In some ways, do you feel a little bit robbed from what happened in Sydney?
Not really. I mean, like George said, 50 overs, 220 would have been a very tricky game for us as well on that wicket. We would have had to work really hard. But after the rain, 20, 25 overs, 5, 6 runs and over with 10 wickets in hand, we probably had it under control. But yeah, I mean, could have been either way. So I think very well fought series, tough conditions in some wickets, and challenging wickets. But we've handled things pretty well. So quite happy the way we finished the series.
So 2-all a fair result, though, do you think?
Yeah, I think Melbourne. They played very good cricket. We came back strong in Adelaide. I thought that was a decent effort from us. Brisbane wicket was obviously going to be a tough one, and it could have gone either way. So we managed to come on top there, Sydney and here. So it's been a very tough series and probably a fair result.
No hesitation fielding first. You looking to chase?
Yeah, no, I mean, Hobart, we've last 3, 4 times we've chased here very well. We beat Australia, and India thumped us as well, chasing even 320. So it's a very good wicket. I think comes on a bit better in the night, and the wicket holds up pretty well throughout the day. So yeah, I mean, we had a plan. We've been bowling well up front, creating pressure, which we did today as well, I thought, to a certain extent. And we batted well. We could chase much better than this, but it's just today that 20 overs we just went into a bit of a shackle and got ourselves into trouble. But otherwise, it was a much easier chase.
Just looking to the 2020s, I know Australia's got a few new players. I know you would have played with Finch at Delhi. What do you know of Ben Laughlin and James Faulkner?
Ben came and played the Sri Lankan Premier League, so he played quite a few games in Sri Lanka. So we've seen him. Who's the Faulkner? We've seen him quite a bit. He came and played in the IPL as well. So he was supposed to come and play for Wamber, which he pulled out. So yeah, we've got a fairly good idea about their variations and stuff like that. But it's a very good T20 side, a very aggressive team. So we just have to make sure that we have a very good game plan against them.
And do you expect any of your sort of yet unused players to get a go in the T20s?
Well, unfortunately, that's a problem with us. We probably don't have our main T20 side, but we'll try and give some of the other guys a go, some of the younger players. It all depends what the selectors obviously wants to do. It's a two very good T20 games for us, I think. So looking forward to it. I think the youngsters will enjoy it, and hopefully we can give some of the guys, like you said, who hasn't had a game yet in the one days, fairly good run.
Will it be a good experience considering both venues will probably get 50, 60,000 plus crowd?
Yeah, I think, very excited to play in those venues. And, like I said, T20 cricket is all about entertainment and, having a bit of fun. So, yeah, the boys will definitely look forward to that.
Does the intensity stay there for the T20 comp, or can you relax a little bit more because, like you say, there's more an entertainment factor?
No, I mean, the intensity is still there. But I think, as cricketers, you probably can express yourself much better, and, probably take more risk in that environment than in a test match or a one-day game. So I think that's where the bit of the flashiness comes through. So, yeah, I mean, T20 cricket is all about taking few chances and, expressing yourself. So guys are looking forward to that.
And Ange is already captain of the T20 team, but do you think possibly that innings tonight is maybe a sign that if selectors decide he's ready to take over the other formats as well?
Yeah, I think, in the last 2 years or so, he's shown a lot of maturity, and in tough situation, he has, pulled the side through. So that's good characteristics of a leader who doesn't want to give up. So, like I've always said, it's entirely up to the selectors how they want to go forward. And Angelo's obviously the T20 captain, so it's up to them to see whether he's capable of handling that kind of pressure going forward.
And how are you feeling about your future personally? Would you like to stay and be involved with the transition and help the new captain?
Yeah, I mean, that should be the short-term plan, hopefully. I don't know. I mean, I have to stay healthy, have to be performing, and most importantly, I have to be enjoying my cricket. So that's the important thing. Letting go of the captaincy gives me that freedom to make that decision when it's right. So then there's no added responsibility on me. I just have to go out there, enjoy myself, play some really good cricket, and I'm sure the body will let me know when the day comes. So, yeah, I mean, the responsibility is that to try and guide the younger group through, and whoever the captain is to try and support him in going forward.